Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Marvel Rivals video today. I hope you're all doing well. Today I want to be talking about the future of the game and what I think could happen to Marvel Rivals going forward. If you enjoy it, drop a like, be sure to hit the subscribe button if you're new. I really appreciate the support on these videos as well. The support on my Marvel Rivals content has been incredible. As always, let me know what you think about all of this information down below in the comments. I have a very interesting question for you guys at the end as well. So right now on Steam, there is 195,000 players on Marvel Rivals. In the 24-hour peak, there was 402,000 people, and in the all-time peak, which happened 16 days ago, there was 644,000 players. Now, the reason why I bring up those numbers is very, very simple. I know a lot of games over the years that have tried to follow in this game's footsteps. Overwatch being one of them. Don't get me wrong, Overwatch back in the day was fantastic at what it did, but it grew old for a lot of people real quick, especially with the release of Overwatch 2. And I feel like, the reason why it's not doing well against Marvel Rivals is because this game is a breath of fresh air. It is going to be constantly being updated. We're going to be talking a little bit about that here today, and what could possibly happen to the game if it keeps doing well. So yeah, moving forward, we could obviously expect a lot more different characters that we have spoken about over the past couple of days, and a lot more different maps being added as well, maybe related to some of the characters that we have yet to see in the game, which would be pretty cool. Obviously, with The Thing and Human Torch coming up, more people will be back onto the game then because they want to check them out, maybe play them for themselves. I, for one, am definitely going to be playing Human Torch and The Thing. I think they're going to be really, really cool to test out as well. Obviously, with the new maps, could mean new game modes. Obviously, the other day we went through some patch notes. Again, thank you for the support on that video. And basically, there was a load of game modes that have been, rumored and confirmed online that will be coming to the game. So, it ain't gonna just be capture this, push the payload. There's gonna be capture the flag. There's gonna be like free for all and a bunch of other stuff. And we went over a lot of good information over the past week or so, and that obviously means that the developers are passionate and the community are passionate as well. I want to talk about the community here in a very quick second, but yeah, it's great to see the developers taking this game seriously, and that can only spell a good future for the game, in my opinion. There's been a lot of developers over the years with new games that tend to drop their projects quite quickly, and it's never a good sign if they do that, because it means that they don't believe in the product and that they don't believe in their own craft. But in this case, for Marvel Rivals, that is not the case at all. So, yeah, speaking of the community, I want to take a brief second here and speak about the people that have modded the game, adding in different skins. Like, you could play as Goku, you could play as SpongeBob, and a bunch of other stuff. There's a lot of people. The other day they were talking about how modding was definitely a thing on Marvel Rivals PC, and apparently the developers have got rid of that option. Do I think it's a bad thing? Maybe. It definitely puts a clamp on people and their creativity with the game, making it more fun and more funny. And I definitely think they could have went about it a little bit different. Maybe limit the amount of mods people could do instead of getting rid of it entirely. For those people who do take PC and modding seriously, this was a huge blow as well. I never have tested out that kind of stuff, but I saw a lot of different wacky characters being added into the game as skins for, I don't know, Venom, Spider-Man, Loki, that kind of stuff, So seeing those different people go downtown with all their creativity with the mods and stuff was quite fun to see, quite refreshing. Not many developers allow that in games these days, so who knows? Maybe they'll add it back into the future. But I want to thank the community for making something different happen, because that really doesn't happen these days in many games. Is where you can add different mods in your own characters. So That being said, the future of the game is still looking good, in my opinion. There is obviously going to be more events. We've recently just received a new event regarding Star-Lord, I think it was Black Widow and Iron Fist. I've not yet played it because it's not really something I'm interested in, but I'm sure a lot of you have been playing it and been checking it out, and that's a good thing. Events keep it fresh. Like I said, more content means more reasons to play the game. More characters means more reasons to come back to the game, and etc. etc. So with the new maps and game modes and all of that on top, it's just a bonus, in my opinion. Having it all stacked with each other is just a great way of making sure that people stay interested. And there's no doubt that with those numbers I read out at the beginning of the video, they are definitely doing that. They are definitely keeping a good amount of players still playing the game. Not to mention, that is only Steam players only. That excludes PlayStation and Xbox, which I'm sure is not as much as Steam, but there is still a lot of people checking it out on console as well. Moving forward, obviously the game has its competitive route. Competitive on Marvel Rivals is huge at the moment. You can go across different channels on YouTube, on Twitch, on just a normal game, even if you don't check out either of those platforms. Competitive on this game and ranked is very, very popular, because it feels rewarding when you get to the rank that you want to try and get to, which I think is fantastic. I think it's one of the things that a lot of games these days with ranked doesn't have. Is that rewarding kind of feel. You want to feel good when you reach the rank and you're like, oh, finally, all of the struggle comes to an end. And this game definitely does that for a lot of people, and I think that's fantastic, because I think this game has a bright future in competitive and ranked play. And that being said, there's obviously those tournaments that people can sign up to with their factions and blah blah blah. I'm pretty sure if this game keeps going the way it is, don't be surprised if there's like an esports Marvel Rivals coming real soon, and being spoken about right now, because the game has all the tools that you would possibly need in order to set up some sort of like competitive 6v6, 5v5, whatever it may be, stage around the world. And obviously all these other games, Overwatch has it, Call of Duty has it, Fortnite has it. There's all these other games that have been out for quite some time, having these esport things. I think Marvel Rivals would do great. It's a breath of fresh air. It's completely fun for people to watch, and I feel like that is one of the other things as well that people find hard with these kind of games, is to sit there and watch people play it, and especially if you don't play the game yourself, it's completely a different feeling for people that just sit there and watch the game rather than play it themselves. And I feel like with this game you can kind of do both. Even if you don't have a console and you don't have a PC and you want to watch the game, you can. It doesn't get boring to watch. You learn a lot watching other people's gameplays, and it comes alongside with all those little things as well. We've got the story mode we've got to keep an eye on. We've got the MVP thing that people like to go for. There's all these little things in between the lines that I'm saying right now that just help the game that little bit more. And I think personally, with all of this stuff that we've mentioned, the game's future, in my opinion at least, is looking pretty comfortable going forward. There's a lot of things they can do to the game, which I'm sure they will do in all good time. And I think it's going to be good for the gaming community. And I think another reason why people enjoy this so much is because it's Marvel. That might be the cheesiest answer in the world, but I generally do think it's one of the reasons why people enjoy it is because it's Marvel. I feel like if it was its own standalone, brand new, fresh character thing, it would be too much like Overwatch. And I feel like with having it, be Marvel and stuff like that, it really does allow it to separate from the competition. And Marvel as a whole is huge in terms of, the movies, in terms of the comics, in terms of the TV shows. Having a game like this that does well is just the cherry on the cake. Don't get me wrong, we've had some decent Marvel games over the years. We've had some not so much decent games over the years, and I feel like this has really set the divider down and expectation for anybody moving forward trying to make a Marvel game. I remember seeing a video the other day, people were comparing Marvel Rivals to the, what is it, Marvel Avengers game. I never played it, but I saw the character model design difference and a side-by-side comparison between the two characters. My goodness, it's not even a comparison. Marvel Rival looks 10 times better, and you can tell the developers just have that drive to make the game a good bunch of fun for people, and I highly respect it. So let me know what you think down below. What is the future of Marvel Rivals looking like? Are you excited for the future? I definitely am. There's going to be a lot of things that they're going to add. There's a lot of things that they're going to be, you know, testing out and giving a go. And it's only going to be, you know, healthy for the game to remove certain characters and nerf certain characters and stuff like that. Hopefully they don't do it too much where it gets them into deep water. So yeah, thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, let me know what you think down below in the comments, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.